Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I have my update for my Rolling Project 10 pan today. I do have some exciting progress, so I wanted to make sure to film this, but honestly, I don't feel like it. I don't have any makeup on my face except for lipstick. I have curls left over from a family photo shoot that we just did yesterday, and my son is not napping, so he is having a great time in his crib right now. Hopefully I can get this filmed. If you are new here, I do mostly panning content. I did just cut back on some projects, so I am focusing on this project, my Pan That palette, and my Pan Those eyeshadows. I also do some random get ready with me's every now and then, some palette bingos, and I am going to start a eyeshadow palette chopping block series. I just put half of my eyeshadow palettes on the chopping block, so if you're interested in that, subscribe before you leave, and let's just get into this update. I currently don't have a primer in this project, but I do have an SPF. This is my e.l.f. Invisistick SPF 50 sunscreen. I want to finish this. I rolled it in basically brand new. I do have some line markings to share with you. Last update I had 36 uses and I have been able to use it 17 more times. So this is where it was in the beginning of the project and this is where I am now. I will roll it up just because it's fun. But I did get a really good suggestion to use this on my hands. And I did do that one time and it kind of felt sticky on my hands. So I don't know if I want to do that again, but I really just apply this when I do my makeup. I don't wear it if I'm not wearing makeup, so I don't have it on today. But I feel like 17 uses is a lot better than I thought I did this month. I feel like I barely wore makeup at all this month, but apparently I did. So that's good. I have a total of 53 uses in this project and I am a little over halfway done, which is exciting. If my cheeks are really rosy, I'm hot. I'm wearing a sweater. I just really like this sweater and I feel like it looks good, but I'm very hot right now and I wish my hair was up. Next is my foundation, and I was working on my Tarte face tape this past month. I did roll this in last update. I did forget to say that I have a seasonal refresh every 3 months, and this update is my seasonal refresh. So I'm not refreshing everything, but there are a couple of items that I want to swap out. But I did roll this in last month and I used this 14 times this last month. So this is where it was, and it is a airless pump, so it is going up. So that is where it's at after 14 uses. I just use one pump of this every use because I mix it with another foundation, and I really do. I think this is moving quite a, I don't know what I'm trying to say, moving faster than I thought it would. Okay, moving on. I just feel off right now. So next is my concealer, and I rolled in my Maybelline eraser a couple updates ago. The first update I had it in, I used it 5 times, and this last update I've used it 17 times, so I have a total of 22 uses. This is my line marking from last update, and you can see that the progress is really good. I have 22 uses so far, and I've just been using this under my eyes when I do like a full face of makeup. I did use it as foundation a couple of times, which was really nice when I just wanted something lightweight because that Tarte Shape Tape or face tape is pretty heavy. So this is like a really good all over the face concealer for me as well. Next is my cream contour slash bronzer. I have been working on the Pearl Beauty multi-face stick thing in the shade Real Depth for the whole year. I underpaint with this. It has been too warm and too dark for me, but I've been making it work. At the last update, I'm pretty sure I had flush with the packaging, and so I did end up depotting it into this Sydney Grace little pot, and I used it, let me see, I used it 13 times like that, just as the product. Like, I didn't franken it, I didn't touch it, it was just still that warm product. And then I think, like, up until the last few days of September, I decided to franken it because as we move into fall and winter, my skin tone, I just don't want to do any warm tones basically. So I did franken it with I have this blue mixer that I use in my foundations and also a cool tone liquid blush. And since I moved it into this pot and then frankened it, I used it 3 times after I frankened it. So 16 uses since the last update, and I have a total of 134 uses in this project. This is what it's looking like now, a much better shade for me. So hopefully it'll just be a lot easier for me to use. I don't always depot my products like once they get flush with the packaging. Sometimes I just call it done and move on. I don't know why I depotted this one because I regret it, but because there was like a ton of product left in there, like a whole product's worth. Obviously, like, this thing is full, but I'm doing it. Like, I feel like I can't just quit because I've already done it. I've already worked on it while I've depotted it, so I'm just gonna keep going. I don't have too many cream contour products, so it's not like I'm taking a lot of use away from other things, but I mean, I kind of wish I had already called it done. Next is my cream blush, and I've been working on my LYS cream blush in the shade Confident, but I have not been working directly out of the compact. I have been frankening it into different blushes and different contours. Last update, I had stopped, like, I had finished the contour that I frankened, so I said I would just work on it as a blush moving forward, and I forgot to grab my compact from the blush, but I finished that cream blush that I had, and I will have a picture up on the screen. I had, let's see here, I had 66 uses last update in that cream blush Franken. I used it 7 additional times to finish it up, and here's a picture of it. I shared this on my Instagram stories, but I didn't put it on my Instagram feed because it's not really an empty because I haven't finished the original blush yet. And so I just frankened the rest of the blush that is in the original packaging, so I will have a picture of what it looked like the last time you saw it because I haven't been sharing this compact unless I take product out of it. But I did just franken the rest of this in here because there wasn't really enough in my mind to move it to a different compact. So I've used this 5 times since I frankened it. I will have a picture of it like right when I frankened it. I mixed this with some liquid blush, so that's why the consistency looks a lot different. So it's a cream blush mixed with a liquid, so it's not very pretty, but the color is nice, so it is working a little better than the original shade for me, so that's all that matters. I don't really care what it looks like as long as it's working. So all in all, total for this LYS blush Franken, it doesn't really count now because I just started this, so I guess I shouldn't total it up. Next is my powder bronzer, and I've been working on my Charlotte Tilbury mini Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I'm just working on the bronzer in this, and my goal was 50 uses. At the last update, I had used it 42 times, and I have hit my 50 use goal. I actually used it 9 more times with a total of 51 uses. And this is what it's looking like. So I think last update I had hit side pan. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe like shortly after that update, but I feel like this has expanded so nicely. And this is one of the products that I was going to refresh. I put on my Instagram stories whether I should keep working on this or roll a new bronzer into Hit Pan, and the majority voted to keep this in, try to finish it this year. I feel like I can finish it this year if I use it consistently. So I'm going to keep it in. We're going to watch that pan expand even more, and I'm pretty sure I can finish it this year, which will be very exciting. Also, the video is up, but I haven't received like the products yet, but I did win my friend Donna's giveaway. She does a birthday giveaway every year. Her channel is My New Obsession, and in that giveaway is a Filmstar Bronze and Glow duo, which I am so happy to have because I really do like this duo. This is very old. It's from 2020, I think, or before that. I'll have it on the screen. But this highlighter has definitely changed over time. And once I finish this bronzer, I was planning on either getting rid of this or frankening the highlighter. But I'm very happy to have a new one coming into my collection because I really did enjoy this duo when it was not expired. So, like I said, in total I have 51 uses, but I am keeping it in. Next is my powder blush, and this comes from my Natasha Denona Love Glow palette. Let's just appreciate the packaging for a second. I've been working on the top right shade. It's just like a pink, basically a blush topper for me. And my goal for this was to hit pan. Blush is one of the products that I do a seasonal refresh for. But last update I had 38 uses, and I really thought I was super close to hitting pan. I was kind of wondering just like when it would happen. So this past month I've used this 9 times and I have hit pan, which is very exciting. Here it is. I used it one more time after hitting pan just to expand it a little because the pan was super teeny tiny. And I've used this 47 times to hit pan. So even though like I would have refreshed this anyway, I was really trying to hit pan before I refreshed it, and I'm so glad that I did. This palette is on my chopping block. I really don't think I will ever use this cream blush by itself. I might franken it at some point. This is straight up glitter, and I don't really do glitter. And this is okay for me, but I have like, I don't know. I just love the packaging, you guys. So cute. So to replace that blush, I was having a hard time because most of my blushes either already have pan or are nowhere near close to pan. So I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to roll in this blush, but I'm not going to hit pan. Hopefully I will hit 50 uses. That will be my goal. But I'm rolling in a shade that I think will work really well in the winter. And this is from Essence. It's the Pure Nude Baked Blush. Look at it with my shirt. And this is the shade 03 Goldie Cassis. This is the only shade that I have of this blush. And I've heard mixed reviews about this shade, but I like it. I think it works well on my skin tone. I did scrape some of this out and franken this with my bronzer and my Hourglass palette, so that's why you see that. Hopefully all these scrape marks will disappear when I get at least my 50 uses. But this is the shade here. It's less purple when you swatch it out. So you can see it does have like a pink shift. So yeah, this is beautiful. I look forward to wearing this. And then my powder highlighter I've been working on all year. It is my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. My goal is to hit pan in this, and it is taking a really long time. So at the last update, I had 100 uses, and I didn't realize that at the last update because I was being lazy probably, and I didn't like say the totals at the last update. I've only used this 6 more times, which is very discouraging. So I've used this 106 times so far this project, and this is what it's looking like. So you guys, I don't think I'm gonna hit pan in this, but the crater is like huge. I have been using, okay, this isn't working, you saw it. I've been using like a bigger brush with this recently, and I really like that. I usually do my highlighter. Okay, no. I usually do my contour, then my highlighter, and then my blush on top, so I can afford to kind of put the highlighter in a bigger area, and I'm hoping that that will help me hit pan, but really what it's doing is just using more of the surface. So the crater, it's like all going down. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but I have 106 uses on that highlighter. Next is a lip liner, and this is from Temu. This is, oh my gosh, it's getting so stinking cute. Look at it. This had no name, no shade, no nothing. This is like a warm leaning neutral, so I really wanted to get it out of my collection because I prefer the cool tones. And at the last update, I had 92 uses. I have used it 12 more times. I will have a side-by-side, but I have a total of 104 uses on this item. So definitely a long haul. I knew that would be the case. So hopefully, I think I sharpened this twice this last month. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I feel like it kind of disappears with whatever I put on top of it. So I'm okay using a warmer lip liner. And then the last product is my ColourPop Lippie Sticks in the shade Westy. I love this shade. It's a beautiful, like mid-tone light pink, cool tone pink. My goal was to use this 50 times, and of course I can't find it. This is my most used lipstick. Like, I've used this so much in the 3 months that it has been in this project. So it has to be like in my car or something. I looked at my diaper bag, I looked at my purse, I looked in my makeup collection, I looked everywhere except for my car. It has to be there. I literally just wore it in at my photo shoot yesterday, so I don't know where it is. I hope I didn't. It has to be in the car. Okay. So last update I had 30 uses, and like I said, my goal is 50 uses, so I knew that I wouldn't probably use it 20 times in a month, but I did use it 14 times. I'm really hoping that I will find it before this video goes up, and I will have a picture of what it looked like when I rolled it in and what it looks like leaving this project, because I am refreshing this lipstick. It's one of my seasonal refreshes, so I'm very disappointed that I can't find it. I spent like 5 minutes looking for it, and I know that doesn't seem that long, but it really is. You can look for it in the same spots over and over. So I had a total of 44 uses, which I think is the most use I've gotten in a lipstick in like this whole project, which just shows how much I love it. It's kind of the same tone as this lipstick. This is a little shimmer. This is a shimmery lipstick, and Westy, this lipstick that's in the project, is matte. So they're a little different, but I'm pretty happy with my 44 uses out of 50. So the lipstick that I am rolling in to replace that is my second to oldest lipstick. I did have my first oldest lipstick in this project in January, so I figured I should roll in my second oldest lipstick, and this is from L'Oreal. It is one of their matte lip stains. Again, oldest lipstick. I think this is from 2023. I do have some windowing. It was laying on its side, so the windowing is gone. But this is in the shade I Rule. This is a beautiful cool tone neutral. I love this lipstick. I think I'm going to be wearing this every single day. Not really, but this will be so easy to use. It will be my go-to lipstick unless like a look calls for it. But yeah, this will be my go-to lipstick, and here it is swatched. It is just so beautiful. I love the formula. It's very thin and wearable, lasts a pretty long time. It is matte, so you know, it could be drying to some people, but I don't really mind that. I have always been a liquid lipstick girly. Like when I worked in the office, I always wore liquid lipsticks. I just loved the longevity. I didn't really mind the dryness that they offered. So I don't mind it, but you might if you don't like dry lips. I mean, it doesn't create dry lips, but it's, you know, you can, there's no natural look to them, you know. Okay. I'm gonna end it. I feel weird. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry that I'm acting weird. I am in a new spot right now because I completely changed around my house, and I sold my bedroom furniture, and I recently redid my hair. I've already talked about that. But like my mom says I'm in a rut. Like I cut back on all my projects. I feel like I'm about to cry. Work is going great. My family is going great. I'm pretty good. I was joking to DW that I was going through a midlife crisis. I'm only 34. It's not a midlife crisis, but like that's, I just want to like change everything. But for no good reason. Like why? Everything is great. I am blessed. But yeah, something's going on because I don't feel like doing my makeup. I want change. Like I don't feel motivated. I didn't know this video was going to this place. um, but yeah, I've been open like in different get ready with me's about my journey with depression. I'm sure there's a lot of cuts in this segment of the video. I'm so sorry, but like the world has gone to and sometimes putting makeup on, filming, talking about this kind of stuff just feels silly and meaningless. But also like putting makeup on and giving myself that time usually brings joy. Wow, so much more to say, but I won't do that here. Sorry, you guys. Um, any encouragement down below would be great. Prayers. I feel so silly. Yeah. If you're new here, I am an HSP, highly sensitive person. And I don't usually show much of that on my channel, but if I start talking about like things, I start to tear up like for no reason. Obviously there's reasons, but like not everyone would cry over what I cry about. So here I am, showing up. Yeah, okay, I'm leaving. I gotta go. I gotta get off of here, or else I will just keep ranting and crying. And you guys, I'm good. When I posted about selling my all of my bedroom furniture on Instagram, because like I had a makeup vanity housing like all of my makeup, and when I posted about like selling it, I had a lot of messages being like, "Are you okay?" And I just love how supportive we are of each other. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're not already. And yeah, I really want to talk to you in the comments, so I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.